Hey everyone, this is Eli from checkit.com here with an After Effects tutorial on everyone's second favorite day of the week, Effects Friday. And today I have a nice tutorial for you. It's pretty simple. Here's the example. It's basically just text being written out like it's being, drawn on with like a stroke. And slow pan with the camera in 3D space. I mean, it's very simple. But a lot of people don't know how to do this, so I'm going to show you my method of doing it. And this was actually made in like less than 5 minutes, so it's very fast, very quick, and it's very cool. So it's a nice little intro if like you don't know what you're doing, you want to impress your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your mom. If you're like, Mom, look what I can do in After Effects, and like draw her name out, she will have a heart attack. Trust me, I did it to my own mom. It was very sad. I'm just kidding, I'm rambling on. Let's get to the tutorial. So I'm going to be including the project file for this, and also the example, and the paper grunge texture right here for free. Just check the description, but for all the hard work that we do, please give this video a like, guys. It just helps out so much. So yeah, let's get to the tutorial. So you're going to open up After Effects, go to this blank canvas area here on the left, double click it, find the included paper grunge texture in the description. So yeah, so now we're going to go down to this little icon down here. This is a new composition, and I'm going to use full 1080p settings, guys, because check, it's amazing like that. 1920 by 1080, you can go right here and just find 1080p, and background black, 8 seconds, because I don't want it to be too long. That's what she said. Just kidding. Okay, hit OK, and now you have this blank area. So let's drag and drop the paper grunge into this blank canvas area. Let's rename it real quick by clicking on it and then hitting enter, and we're just going to call it BG. Alright? Very simple, and it looks kind of dull right now, but it's whatever. Go up to the text tool, and now we're going to type out whatever you want to write in. I'll just use check it like before because it's very original. No one ever uses this except for us, so that's kind of nice. And let's scale it up. Oh, and this what is this? It's called Over Atlantic City. It's free. You can go download it. I don't know if I'm gonna include it. I guess I could include it if you guys really want me to. I can include it in the download, but I mean it's too late, so I'll just include it. Whatever. So make it as large as you like. And that looks pretty good. Try to make it center by eye. It doesn't really matter. No one's like, oh my goodness, it's off 1 pixel. I mean, I guess there is some people like that, but screw them, alright? Because we don't care about them. Because this is our tutorial. So let's keep going. Keep rambling. I don't know how to say it. Go click on check it. Go up to Effect. Then we're going to go Generate. And then the way I do it is I use a stroke. And I know you're like, Eli, why use a stroke? I will tell you. You need to be more patient, guys, okay? I'm going to tell you right now. So go up to the pen tool, and here's where it gets kind of fun. You're just going to draw along each one of these letters and create masks for each one. So basically, I'm going to start right here. Boom, click, click. And you can make this as perfect as you want. You guys could take your time and really get perfect. You can. I'm just clicking and dragging. Then if you hold Control, you can move the next point to wherever you want. Because if you don't, look what happens. Boom. You see that? It makes a weird curve, and then it just doesn't work. So you have to hold Control to click and drag that point to the next point, and then just keep going. I mean, you can be really precise here, or if you don't want to be, I don't blame you. I'm just going to go fast. But here's what I wanted to show you. When you get to the end, make sure you hold Control and then click off of it. That creates a mask for that, okay? And then just do this for each letter. And what you're going to want to do is draw it the way you want it to be written out. So I started right here, so it's going to follow this path all the way down there. So it's going to... And so I'm going to make the H start from the bottom. You don't have to make it like this. Boom. So it's going to do that. So click off of it. Then I'm going to make it start over here. Then come across to right about there. Click off of it. Then it's going to draw from the bottom of, or the top from this one, and go down to the bottom, but I'm going to make sure that I get it pretty close. There we go. So click off of it. So that's going to draw up, over, then down. So you can just make it very interesting. You know, you can start with the middle of the E if you want. I'll do that just because I'm not going to be saving. Well, I will be saving this. This will be your guys' project, but it's whatever. So then I'll make it draw that. Click off of it. Then I'll make it draw the line down here. Then make it follow all the way through. Click off of it. And I'll just do this C really quick. And I'll make it start from the bottom on this one. Oh, Control Z it. See this? Boom. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but if you're a perfectionist like I usually am, this could take a good 10 minutes to do, depending on how long the word is too. So yeah, just keep going. Click off of it. Boom. Boom. Make it follow on down. Click off of it. Make the eye start from up here. Make it draw the eye. Click off of it. Then draw the bottom. Then draw the top from the right to the left. Yeah, that's interesting, right? Boom. Boom. Click off. Boom. Boom. Done. Okay, so now when you have all of your masks done, this is where it gets interesting. Let's go back to our move tool. And we're going to hit in here, just select mask 1. Then you're just going to select all masks. And you can do stroke sequentially, which is what I was talking about. It'll start with C, then go to H, or you can untoggle that, and it will draw them all at once, but in a very interesting manner. It's very cool. So you can mess around with that. But yeah, I'm going to just keep it with stroke sequentially. And here's what you're going to want to do. You're going to go down to this paint style. You're going to go reveal original image. Then you're going to make the brush size pretty large, and then you're going to keyframe the end. So we're going to make it start at the beginning, put the end all the way down to 0. Then you're going to go to where you want it to finish. Let's go 615 and go 100%. So that just made it keyframe to where it draws like that. And let's turn, if you hit this, you can turn off the masks, and then you can see it actually being drawn. And here's the thing, guys, the brush size, the larger you put it, the more it shows the original picture. But the problem is watch the K right here, okay, where I'm pointing. If you don't do it right, watch. Oh, okay, that's actually pretty good. But if you do it too big, watch what happens. See, it starts revealing the other layers that you did before it even gets to it. So that's why you need to find the perfect balance where it keeps enough to where you're happy with it, but it doesn't chop out your whole entire, text. You can do this with any text, guys. I'm just showing you the basic manner, really. But yeah, that actually looks pretty good, except for the eye right there. But I mean, this is just a demonstration. I could make it skinnier if I want. That's what she said, but I don't really need to because it's a demonstration. I'm just giving you guys the tools once again to succeed. So once you get that, then it's keyframed and you're pretty much done. Now you just got to beautify it, really. So let's go to check it. Make sure you hit F4 to bring up the blending modes, and let's just set it to overlay. It'll get that kind of cool like water paint look, if that's what you want to call it. Okay, and then let's just make it pretty real quick. Let's right click, go new adjustment layer, and then we'll just call it, I just selected it and hit enter, and then I'm just going to call it colors. Okay, so let's select it and then go over to the effects and presets, and I'm going to use some magic bullet stuff because I love magic bullet stuff, guys. It makes things fast and easy. I recommend you guys buy it. It's not too expensive, and especially if you're getting into movie making, you guys should really consider starting to buy the stuff you want. Okay, so then I'm going to put some mojo on this and just make it look amazing. So let's mojo it up, really. Yeah, really mojo it up. Let's do a more bluish tint. Keep the balance more towards blue. I like it. I like it a lot. I love it. Okay. And let's not bleach it. So I like how that looks right now. So yeah, you got the look. I taught you guys how to make it reveal itself, and it's pretty awesome. But now How did I do that nice, from left to right pan in 3D space? Well, I'm going to show you, person that asks so many questions. Right click, go to new. We're going to go new camera, and we're just going to make it the default settings. I mean, it could be 50 millimeter, it could be 35. It really doesn't matter. I'll just do 50 millimeters just to, so you guys can practice going to different cameras. Hit OK. And now you're going to do the drop down menu. You're going to go transform, and we're going to keyframe the position. But before we do that, let's enable all the layers into 3D space, and then let's zoom out real quick and select the colors adjustment layer, and you'll notice it's just around that. But here's the thing, guys, when you start moving this in 3D space, since it's an adjustment, it just applies to that little space. So what we're going to want to do is zoom out with using the scroll wheel, and we're going to select it, and we're going to hit S for scale, and we're just going to scale it up. Not that huge. Wow, that was enormous. That looked like, I'm not going to say it. It's too easy for that's what she said joke. So yeah, so that's what I want to show you guys there. Just scale up the colors, and then and also before I get to keyframing the position, here's something else. You'll notice that if you do it really quick, if you move these keyframes close together, I'm going to get to the keyframes by doing this drop down menu on check it. Then we're going to do effects, then go to the stroke, and then you see that where we keyframed it. If I do it like this, and then I hit let me zoom in and hit 0. If I scoot it into like 4 seconds, that means it's going to be drawn out in 4 seconds, which is actually pretty quick, and it doesn't look too good. Just I'll just stop it right there. Like, look how fast that was drawn out. It just really doesn't look too good. Did I even wait? Where's the other keyframe? What the freak? That's really strange. Why is it right there? So let's actually move this down to 0. I didn't even have it fully keyframed. Isn't that weird, guys? I'm sorry. I'm such a noob, right? But what I'm trying to say is it does it really too quick. So let's move this out here to 6:15, because that's actually I found a balance between 7 and 6.15 seconds. It looks pretty natural. So yeah, I just want to cover that real quick. If you're like, Eli, it's going too fast, how do I fix it? That's how you fix it. Okay, so now time for the position. Let's keyframe it. Let me zoom out. Since we made it the same size, let's move it all the way. Let's move it all the way this way until I'm trying to just match this corner up right up against it, just so it gets a really dramatic side angle. Yeah, looking good. That looks good enough to me. Now watch. This angle, it would be drawn out and it look like it's coming from the left, which is really cool. But we are going to keyframe it. So go to the beginning, hit the stopwatch to create a keyframe, then go to about where you have it finished, which is 8 seconds, and then we're going to do, I'm just going to type in 1000 real quick just to get close to what we want. Let's zoom out, and now we're going to match it up with the other side. So just keep going positive until it almost touches.